Are you glad that your life wasn't ending?
I'm glad that my mom had the choice.
Are you glad that you weren't
I'm
ending?
glad that my mom had the choice.
Okay, so Democrats openly accept abortion, correct?
Yeah, we like abortion.
Okay, so I
Access.
don't
Abortion
agree.
access.
Right. So I don't agree with it because there's excuse me, there's over 1 million abortions a year and only 5% of those are for rape, unfortunately. I'm not saying that those are wrong, but I'm saying that the can we agree on the definition of murder is unjustified ending of a life?
Murder is unjustified ending of a person's sentient life, yeah.
Okay, so can we agree that conscious is being, the state of being aware and reacting?
Consciousness is the state of being aware. The way that I use sentience is subjective experience.
Okay, and obviously being alive is the state of not being dead. That's the definition of.
I mean, if you want to use that definition, sure.
Okay, so
When is death
95
defined? Is brain death death?
is brain death. That's a good question. So I wouldn't say so
It's not.
because
So, but it's medically defined as by doctors.
what's your source on that?
Have you ever been to a hospital, sir?
What's the source?
Okay, I'll give you medical representation that it's a source. Okay, I got you. I got you. I'm actually kind of surprised that someone asked me for this. I've actually never been asked for this, by the way. But I got you. Give me a quick second for you. If you
Alright.
want to bring something up in the meantime while I find that, you can.
My main argument is that the killing of a conscious alive being is not justified over issues like not being able to afford it or accidental pregnancies.
Repeat that one more time, sorry.
My main argument is that supporting the killing or the ending of a life of somebody of a life that of a conscious alive being should not be supported.
Um, Wait, hold up. Entire brain. Oh yeah. There's the Uniform Determination of Death Act that provides a legal definition of death. Do you accept that as a source?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you do know that fetuses have, I believe, brain waves by like 7 weeks.
It's not just brainwaves. It's the thalamocortical connections, the integration of the mind and body.
So they do have a brain. They're not brain dead.
Oh wait. Even brain dead individuals still have what's it called
Okay.
things in their brain waves,
So
right? Just
so
not the
it's
brain
still
waves necessary to produce a subjective experience.
it's still the ending of a conscious alive being because conscious is the state of being aware,
No, no, it's
reacting.
not. No, no. If you wait, do you think if you pull the plug on an individual in your family that's brain dead, that's killing a conscious person?
So the difference is that a fetus, a baby that's yet to be born, has you're depriving it of the experience of life before it's even been born.
Yeah, I don't think you have an obligation to bring in potential into existence if it's just potential.
Well, it's again, it's already a
Wait, do,
conscious
do you, do
alive
you
being.
well, it's not a conscious being prior to consciousness.
It is
That's why you're saying it's
conscious.
just potential, sir.
It is conscious. It
What?
just hasn't.
You
It
think you
is
think a
conscious.
zygote is conscious?
I think something that can react, and babies do react. They move, certain
Do you
patterns.
think a
If you
zygote is conscious?
do you think that something that moves and reacts is conscious?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, so that's the definition of consciousness, though.
It's not.
It is. Let me look it up. Let me
You
look
know,
it up.
bacteria moves and reacts. Do you think
Let me look it up.
bacteria is conscious?
Is bacteria worth as much as a human life?
I asked you a basic question. Can you respond?
Is
Bacteria moves
bacteria?
and responds. Do they have conscience?
So are you comparing the consciousness to bacteria to
Bacteria
a
doesn't
human
have
life?
consciousness.
Are you comparing bacteria to a human life?
Sir, I think you are. Because you just said that something that reacts and moves is conscious. Therefore, you're claiming that bacteria that reacts and moves to things is conscious.
Consciousness is the state of being awake,
Yeah.
aware of your
So
surroundings.
then that's not what conscious means. Because
Awake.
microorganisms are not aware of their surroundings, right?
They're awake. Okay, they're awake.
You think so you think bacteria are conscious?
Look at the definition. Okay.
I'm asking you a question. Can you answer the question? Do you think bacteria, microorganisms, do you think they're conscious?
Do they react to external stimuli and are awake? Answer that, and I'll answer yours.
I'm asking, do you think they're conscious?
Do they react to external stimuli and are they awake?
I don't think they're awake, but they do react to external stimuli.
Okay then. So that's conscious reacting to anything.
That's not what conscious means. So just clarify. I just want to hear the statement. Do you think that bacteria, microorganisms, are conscious?
That's at this point that's not really relevant to the debate that
Sir, just yes or no. Do you think microorganisms and bacteria are conscious?
I have to look. I have to do my own research. I'm not gonna talk about that.
What? Do you think
I'm not
plants? Do you think grass is conscious?
No.
It reacts to stimuli.
And it's not awake. It's not the combination of both.
Okay, so what does awake mean?
I'll look up the definition. Why do you laugh at that?
Because you just said it's not awake, but you don't even know what the definition of awake is under your own view.
Well, if you're asking me the definition, I can't cite
I have a
it.
question. Is an embryo awake? Is an embryo awake?
I'm not sure. But
So are you saying you don't have value if you're not woke?
what are you asking?
Are you
Further
saying
explain
are you
your
saying you
question.
don't have value as a person if you're not woke?
Further explain the question.
Yeah. Do you think the only way you can be valuable is if you're woke?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you were saying. You were saying that like being awake, right? Or being woke,
No,
right?
I'm
That
saying-
means
I'm saying-
that means you're
I'm
valuable,
saying-
right?
That's not what I said. I don't know where you're getting that from. I'm saying that the ending of a conscious, aware, reacting life that's yet to even experience things in the world and depriving it of that before.
Whoa, scary. Parker slapped his zygote. Whoa, scary. And deprived his possible existence. We do that all the time by using contraceptives, my guy. I got no problem with that. It's just potential, sir.
So, let me ask you a question. Are you glad that you weren't aborted? Are you glad that your life wasn't ended?
I'm glad that my mom had the choice.
Are you glad that you weren't
I'm
ended?
glad that my mom had the choice.
Answer the question. I answer yours. Are you glad that you weren't prematurely ended?
No, I wish I was. I wish I was, actually, okay?
You do?
I wish I was, sir. Yes, sir, I wish I was.
You're being sarcastic to avoid the question. Yes,
No, I'm not
yes,
being sarcastic, sir. I wish I was, sir.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you glad that you weren't ended? Are you glad that you weren't aborted?
I'm glad. I wish I was, sir.
You do.
Yeah, I wish I was, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Are you glad your parents didn't pull out on the day that they made you? Are you glad your parents had sex the day they made you?
I'm glad that I'm given the opportunity to life, liberty, and happiness.
Are you glad that they had sex on that day to make you?
You're damn right. Are you? Are you glad?
Dude, I just think it's a crazy question to ask. That's the reason why I asked you the question, because it's the same thing that you're asking me essentially.
It's not.
Right? But
It's
like
not.
the other way around.
Because it's a genetically unique individual at that point. And I'm asking you, are
Okay,
you
wait.
glad?
So I have a question then. Two identical twins that have the exact same DNA. Are they the same person under your view? They have the same DNA.
No, I'm saying it's a separate. So, do you agree with like
You said what
my body-
determines a person is their genetics, but I just gave you
I did not say
a
that.
situation. Go ahead. You did not
you-
say that,
do-
really?
Do you agree with my body, my choice?
Sure, in typical circumstances, yes.
Okay, so my argument to that would be that once you have a genetically unique individual that reacts on its own, has its own view of the world,
Do you think
That-
vaccines should be mandated, sir?
is that relevant to this conversation?
Because we want to save human lives, sir. Do you think that the COVID vaccine should have been mandated, sir?
I'm not worried about it.
No, I'm just asking, do you think the COVID vaccine should have been mandated? Because again, you don't believe in my body, my choice, right?
Well, I do believe in my body, my choice.
You do. So then you believe in the like ensuring that women have the access to abortion?
Again, so my argument is that once it's your genetically unique individual, genetically unique vessel, that it's not your body at that point.
Sorry, repeat what you just said.
I said, I agree with, controlling your own body, right? We all do, hopefully. But I would argue that once it's a genetically unique vessel, once it's a genetically unique individual with its own limbs, its own brain.
So you think
Its own
the
cerebral.
basis for personhood is a genetically unique individual?
I'm saying that if something I'm saying that it's not your body once it's a genetically unique individual.
Okay, so it's not your body once it's a genetically unique individual. Okay, so identical twins that have the same DNA, they're one person, not two people.
Again, we're
They have
talking
the
about
same body. Is that your view?
no, we're
They
talking
don't
about a
have
different.
different genetic codes, sir.
We're talking about a different circumstance that if a mother is claiming, if well, if somebody that is pregnant is claiming that my body, my choice, so I'm going to abort the fetus, I'm going to end it. I would argue that it's a genetically unique individual with its own limbs, its
Yeah,
own
and again,
parts.
two identical twins that have the same DNA. They're not genetically identical. They're not genetically different. Therefore, under your view, that's one person, not two people. If the way that you define personhood is predicated off of a genetically unique individual, well, then that is then going to be reduced to this reductio, where you have to say that identical twins with the same DNA are literally the same person. They're not two different
No,
people.
no. I'm not saying that.
You've already said that. Everyone heard it. I mean, you can say you're not saying that, but that's what you've said.
Okay. If that's how you interpret it, I'm not gonna go on and on and on. Okay. I do appreciate you having me on here tonight, though.
Okay.
Stay safe out there.
Okay. Before you leave, can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
Is there anything Trump could do that would get you to stop supporting him?
So it's a good question. I don't. I don't actually fully support him. I don't think really people should. But for me, I would vote for him over Kamala
Yeah.
because I just can't align with Democratic. Look, I know
Okay, so
that.
again, my question stands. Is there anything Trump could do that would get you to change your mind?
Well, I was answering the question. I agree. I agree that Democrats run. You know, the economy has performed better under Democrats, but I can't go along with somebody supporting the killing or the ending of over 1 million lives, in my view, a year.
Okay, so you know that Trump wants to leave it up to the states, which inevitably has led to more abortions happening. More abortions have happened since the overturning of Roe versus Wade. So you're acting like Trump is against that because he argues it to be left up to the states, which still allows for that to happen. And secondly, you would have saved more human lives if you voted for Democrats. If I can prove to you right now that you would have saved more innocent human lives if you voted for Democrats, would you vote for Democrats?
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, there's a study from The Lancet that indicates to you that the USAID cuts through Doge that the Trump administration made will lead to 14 million people dying by 2030. I recommend you look into that study, right? Based upon that, you would save significantly more lives by voting for Democrats who would have kept the funding in place for USAID, which would have prevented all of those innocent lives from being lost. 14 million by 2030.
14 million by 2030, and how many
Yes.
is that per year?
14 million is 3.5 million per year, because 14 million over the next 4 years.
And has that happened yet?
It's
Or
happening
is
as
that
we speak,
happening?
yes.
Okay. Well, I'll give you that one. That's a good argument.
Okay.
Uh,
And would you
thank
vote for Democrats given that you've heard this argument?
At this point, I wouldn't vote for either.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming up.
Have a good day.
You as well. Let's go on to the next individual. Only